This year at AISD, we embarked on our first ever journey into professional learning communities, otherwise known as PLCs. A PLC is a process that works to enhance the school culture and structures already in place. We had 19 PLC groups that worked collaboratively through a facilitated process that allowed for continuous reflection on professional practices. To begin the process, teachers reflected on professional wonderings that had a direct impact on student learning. Through collaboration with peers, we were able to create deeper professional conversations, moving us out of isolation and into collective and public space. We used a facilitated action research process that allowed us to find answers to our biggest professional wonderings through the collection of various data sources. Overall, PLCs at AISD allowed for ongoing professional development that improved professional practices and teaching, and ultimately had a positive impact on student learning.
So Wendy and I were interested in trying to get the students to think more visibly. And in the early years, it's really hard because a lot of times the kids, we require them to write their work, but it's very taxing on little kids and that becomes very arduous. So we decided to see how technology could be used more efficiently to capture their thinking. Initially, we started with all technology, but we've narrowed it down to Explain Everything app at the beginning, and hopefully we can continue with more technology.
Main goal of the PLC was student engagement, and so we looked at ways as to how we can increase student engagement in the classroom. And one approach we took to that was that we split into partners between different departments and went and observed each other's classes, looking for ways that the other teacher was engaging in student engagement in their classroom.
At least in my classroom, I've seen huge improvements with their ability to explain the steps they've gone through to come to a conclusion of a problem. And then I'm able to narrow in where I need to work with those students. So I can see where they might have made the mistake in their process of thinking, and then I can address that area rather than you came to the wrong conclusion.
What came out of it for me is that I started to realize that there are different levels of engagement, and that engagement is not just either you're engaged or you're not engaged. That there's a difference between being fully engaged, intrinsically motivated in the lesson, versus just doing something because you have to. So it's kind of helped me to start to approach my lessons a little bit differently, and to make sure that when I assess myself in my teaching, that I'm looking at full engagement rather than just compliance.
Welcome to our first ever PLC celebration, our first year of PLC.